How did you become interested in this field of work?
Well, I'm the youngest of 7 children, and I have a lot of nieces and nephews, and my sister is a teacher. She teaches high school as well, so I would go into her class. She's older, and I would go into her classroom, help her out, and then once I started in college, I had a couple ed classes just to see if I liked it, and then I fell in love with it, and that's how I got started. So I majored in psych special ed.
What kind of experience was required for this job?
A lot of field work. I had to do student teaching. I also had to do a lot of field work. So I went to school in New York, so I had to visit a lot of different schools. I had to do a special ed field work placement, and then I had to do a regular ed placement. A lot of projects, group projects, what other experiences? Working with kids all the time, a lot of lesson planning. Creating different lessons for different content areas.
What personality traits are important for this job?
I would say patience. Definitely. With the students I have right now, a lot of patience. You really need to know your students, especially how they learn. Are they an auditory learner, visual learner? I think kindness and caring, because you're also a teacher, but you're also caring for them throughout the day. I mean, you're teaching them, but a lot of my students have come from different backgrounds, so you need to make sure, if their grandparents are raising them, so you need to be well aware of that, open-minded, I would say.
How many hours do you work in a typical week?
Well, we need to be here at 8, and then we're allowed to leave at 3:15. I like to prep and plan, so I get here earlier. So 40 hours a week is a normal work week, but I'm here at least by like 7:15, 7:20. 7:30, and then I stay till like 4:30. So definitely 40 plus hours. But it comes with the job. I mean, if you want to have good lesson plans, you need to prepare. So.
What kind of things are you required to do as a part of your job?
Well, with Overbrook, you need to sign up for extracurricular activities, at least 2 or 3. So I signed up for the swim team. I'm one of the coaches for the swim team, prom committee, and Overbrook Idol, which I talked about earlier. So you need to be involved, and I love it. You know what I mean? Because I get to see the kids outside of the classroom room, and it's different. It's a different atmosphere when you're outside. You're swimming in the pool, or you're at the prom committee. So it's a nice way to see how the kids are outside of the classroom room.
What do you like best about your job?
A lot of stuff. What I like best about my job is being able to see progress through my students. So right now, a couple of my kids have been working for reading, for instance. When I'm able to work with them and then see them make progress after I've tested a pre-test and a post-test. When I'm able to see that even if it's a little gain, I mean, it's huge. I feel like I'm doing something. So I feel like that's the best satisfaction I can get out of and allowing my kids for new experiences. Like since one of my students is new last year, and she hasn't had a lot of experiences. She's only had a one-on-one, so this is new for her, and for her to be on the track team. I mean, it's so nice for her to have these experiences that she never had before. And I see her doing that, it brings me satisfaction.
What advice would you give a student interested in this career?
I would say you need to make sure that you like working with kids, even high schoolers. You have patience, and I would say a lot of experience, field work. Go out and visit, babysit, work with kids, talk to teachers. I mean, you guys are observing now. Go into schools. Maybe during the summer, get a summer job where you work with kids or work at a camp, just to see, if you like that atmosphere, if that's what you want to do for the rest of your life.
Was this a positive experience for you?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, I'm learning from you guys. I'm learning what's new in high school. It's nice to see you working with the kids, helping them. You volunteer to help out the kids. You're hands-on. Asking awesome questions about all the different technology in the classroom. So yeah, definitely.
Do you think there's a big difference between just teaching like special ed, I guess, compared to just like normal academic teaching? Like how much of a difference would it be just by like the teacher's point of view?
Absolutely. Well, again, nowadays you're always going to have, even if I was in a regular ed classroom, I would have kids, who were maybe special ed or had a learning disability. Either they would get pooled or, mainstream. But the big difference is I make a lot of adaptations, so modifications for my kids. Like again, this morning you saw with the spelling words, one student has a set of spelling words and the other student has a different set. So it's a lot of, modifications, adaptations, especially in the lesson plan. So you need I don't want to say it's a little more work because you have less kids, but you also have IEPs, and so it's definitely a lot of work. But I would say for me, I know it's a lot of tweaking the lesson or tweaking what I'm giving them, because each lesson or each worksheet or any kind of lesson that you're in a hands-on needs to be different for each kid or adapted for each kid, which is important in special ed. So.
5. Some animals that live in the ocean are starfish and dolphins.
Homework. Period. New line.